Princess Leonor attends the annual National Day celebrated in Madrid on October 12, 2025. Hola, royal enthusiasts and loyal viewers from across the globe. You're watching Crown Chronicles, the home of majestic moments, historic celebrations, and the most unforgettable stories from the royal world. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and officially join our international royal family, because today's story is one you absolutely don't want to miss. Our title says it all. Princess Leonor attends the annual National Day celebrated in Madrid on October 12, 2025. But dear viewers, this wasn't just another royal appearance. It was a turning point. It was the day Spain looked at its future queen, not as a teenager, but as a true leader in the making. Let me paint the scene for you. The streets of Madrid were already awake before sunrise, buzzing with excitement. Flags of red and yellow fluttered from balconies, street vendors sold everything from Spanish fans to royal-themed souvenirs, and every inch of pavement along the Paseo de la Castellana was packed with citizens eager to catch just a glimpse of their royal family. Bands tuned their instruments, soldiers polished their medals, and high above, fighter jets lay in wait, ready to color the sky with patriotic pride. At precisely 10 a.m., the national anthem began to echo through the air like a heartbeat. A hush swept over the crowd. Heads turned. Cameras rose, the royal car approached. Inside, seated with quiet composure yet unmistakable strength, was Princess Leonor of Asturias, 18 years old and glowing with confidence. Gone was the shy schoolgirl the world remembered. In her place sat a poised royal woman, dressed in an impeccably tailored Navy military-inspired ensemble, paying tribute to her recent training at the Zaragoza Military Academy. Her posture straight, her gaze steady, she was the very image of monarchy meeting modernity. Beside her stood King Felipe VI, dignified as always, and Queen Letizia, radiant in a crisp ivory dress that fluttered softly in the autumn breeze. But it was Leonor who captured every lens, every whisper, every heartbeat. As they stepped onto the ceremonial platform, the crowd erupted, not with polite applause, but with roaring cheers. Viva la Princesa! Long live Leonor! And in that moment, even through the regal composure she maintained, you could see it, a flicker of emotion in her eyes. Pride. Humility. Determination. The military parade began, as tanks, marching regiments, cavalry, and precision formations passed before the royals. But the most spectacular moment came when the Spanish Air Force roared overhead, jets releasing plumes of red and yellow smoke across the sky, forming a streaking crown of fire above the capital. All eyes turned upward, but the cameras turned back to Leonor. She looked skyward, chin slightly raised, a faint smile on her lips. And the world saw not just a princess watching history, but a princess preparing to make it. Later, during the solemn offering to the fallen soldiers, she stepped forward ahead of her mother for the very first time. It was subtle, but symbolic. Her role was no longer ceremonial. It was active. She assisted her father in laying the wreath, standing shoulder to shoulder with the king, not behind him, a powerful image. One that spread across social media within minutes. She's ready. The future Queen of Spain has arrived. She carries herself like her father, with the grace of her mother. But the day was far from over. The royal family proceeded to the royal palace of Madrid for the traditional reception, where diplomats, military officers, cultural icons, and international figures were greeted beneath glittering chandeliers and golden ceilings. Usually, Leonor would stand quietly beside her parents during greetings, but today, she held her own. She spoke confidently to ambassadors from France, Morocco, Japan, and even the United States, switching languages with ease: Spanish, English, French, each delivered with perfect precision. Some guests even remarked that she had inherited not only her mother's elegance, but also her effortless charm. And then came the speech. Now, traditionally, only the king speaks during National Day. But this year, something historic happened. Princess Leonor stepped forward to deliver a personal address to Spain's youth. The room fell silent. Even Queen Letizia's expression softened from grace into pure motherly pride. Leonor spoke of unity. Of responsibility. Of a generation ready not just to inherit the future, but to build it. being Spanish is not about the past we celebrate, but the future we protect, she said. And I stand here ready to serve, not as a symbol, but as a woman of action. Thunderous applause followed. Some guests even stood. It was no longer a presentation, it was a declaration, as the sun set over Madrid and church bells rang across the city. Families returned to their homes knowing something had shifted. Princess Leonor was no longer just the heir to the throne, she was now the beating heart of a new Spain. Children held up her photos with pride. Teenagers posted videos of her speech with captions like "Our Queen in Training." Older citizens nodded approvingly, whispering she reminds me of her father when he was young, but stronger. And somewhere, watching quietly from a palace window, King Felipe must have felt a weight lift from his shoulders. His daughter was ready. So, dear viewers, remember this day, October 12, 2025. A national day not only of remembrance, but of rebirth. For in the midst of marching soldiers, roaring jets, and waving flags, Spain didn't just celebrate its past, it met its future, and her name is Leonor. If this powerful story of leadership, legacy, and royal evolution inspired you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Crown Chronicles, and let us know in the comments, do you believe Princess Leonor is ready to be queen? And which future monarch should we feature next? Until then, Viva España, long live the crown, and long live Princess Leonor, the future Reina de España. Crown Spain.